housewife. Disclaimer, I'm not talking about a wife who is working in the house. I'm not talking about that, because nowadays we are elevating nannies and making them the housewives, because most of our houses, we can say nannies are the housewives, because all they do is to stay at home and work from home. Okay, work in the house, not work from home. But today I want to talk about housewife when it comes to, there are men who don't like their women working. Okay, I'm not talking about the lazy women. There are lazy women who don't like working, but I'm talking about the men who don't have their wife working, not because they don't or they want to be cooked for. No, you find that housewife has a nanny, has a cleaner, all those things. So the only thing she does is look good. But you wonder, is it okay for a man to give you such a life? May I give you a simple answer? Yes, if you are married in terms of papers. But now, there you get a problem when it comes to when this man dies, okay, and yes, leaves you with all the properties and all the wealth that you need. Will you be able to reproduce more wealth when he is out of the picture? You need to have a skill. As much as it's not a working skill, you need to have a skill that will enable you to add on the wealth, add on the assets that the man is leaving. So you being comfortable being just a housewife, let me tell you something, you are losing on your part. Love diaries. Would we normalize writing down about our love life? Sometimes some things are heritage to the next generation. You might not value it, but someone might read it like a Bible. If my grandfather did this, my grandmother did this, you will discover that you might be giving a generation to come strength. Because nowadays, we don't know what people are going through. Are we together? Imagine you scribbling down what you have done, the problem you went through, and solution that came from the day. Diaries of your love life. I know you have diaries of what happened in your day, but can you have a couple diary? Couple diary. You will discover you might one day even peruse them and be like, I was this mature, I was this stupid, I have grown. And you will be able to celebrate your wins. Nowadays, you cannot remember. I can tell you, you cannot remember what you did in January. I am telling you the truth with your love. Why? Because we live the moment. We don't cherish the moment. If you have that couple diary, you will discover every day you will want to make a memory that you will be able to scribble it down and be proud of where you are. Attracted to the chase. Let me ask you a question. Does your person loves you or loves the way you are persuasive? Because there are people who are falling in love because the person who want them, they are chasing them with all the methods that they have never seen. So you become attracted to the chasing game, not to the person, because he's buying you flowers, taking you out, okay, texting you now and then, checking up on you. So they are giving you what you want, but you are not accepting the person, you are accepting the things they. Are we together? So you find when you enter into that relationship, because that person has already gotten you, the chess game ceases, and now you realize I was not in love with the person. I was in love with the things that he was doing or she was doing to me. And that is what is failing most of our relationship. You play hard to get, you played hard to get fast because you didn't like the person. Then the person upped their game to get you. And when they get you, now they cannot maintain you because you fell in love with the chase game, not the person. So be aware, be cautious when you are accepting the chasing game, because you might find yourself, yes, you are falling in love, but now you are not falling in love with the person. You are falling in love with the chasing the boy. Let me tell you something. One mistake ladies do is look for a man instead of the boy in the man. Yes, let me tell you something. Age is just a number, but you will find someone who is grown up and a full adult. But They want to be treated as the boy they are. Are we together? There is a moment that you might be in love. Have you ever been in love with a man who outside is well respected, but indoors, you know there is like a baby that wants to be babied? And that is what you are missing in your relationships. You don't want to baby the boy when the baby it has come out. Like, I want to be babied. You want the man that you wanted, the strong man, the pillar of the world. That is what you want every time. So you find that man will stay with you there because they love you. But outside there is a side chick somewhere who is willing to create a conducive environment for the boy in the man. Because we are making men pretend that they are all strong. The same way you want to be babied as a girl, as much as you are a woman, the same that man want to be babied as a boy. But nowadays, we are too fast to judge a man who is showing their boy side. And you go to a level and call them not man enough. Why? Because they wanted to be babied. They wanted you to date the boy. But what did you do? You focused with the man's side. Now, who are you? Who are you giving the boy side of that man? Nobody. So the man tends to go outside there for someone who will able to hold him as the boy he is.
Left behind. With this digital age, you realize that we have a lot of couples that shows us like our relationship is not going nowhere. People are building, people are buying things, people are having kids. Even you wonder, oh Jesus, what did I do to you? But let me tell you something. Do you know everybody has their own speed? For example, what if you build a house near a main road, a very beautiful mansion, then the government comes tells you built in a land that was supposed to be a main road. You never know what the Lord is saving you from. Do not feel left behind. Do not break your relationship because your relationship is going with a certain speed. Maybe you're not supposed to buy a car right now because these cars will be analog compared with what is coming next that you're supposed to have. Who you think I am? Have you ever been in a relationship and someone tells you, you don't know who I am? Don't you know who I am? And this is a person that you have dated for years. Because there are people who are pretending and they have sold a personality, they have sold a character, and now they cannot play the character no more, and they tell you, I am not who you think I am. And you are there wondering, who have I given my whole life? It's because you are dating pretenders. Someone that their word and action don't go hand to hand, don't trust those people. Actions and words should go align. Am I making sense? Because outside here, we are dating people whose past was so bad. And that's why when issues arise, it's when they will use that statement. You don't know who I am. I will show you. And you're like, the person that I know cannot show me. Cravings. I think it's a high time we stop pretending. We stop 100% pretending. Because at the end of the day, you will realize you are not the alpha and omega of your person. Your person also have some cravings. For example, have you ever watched a movie with your partner and all of a sudden they say, damn, they have seen someone. They are like, damn. And then they look at you to see your expression. That person got shocked because they have unveiled another side you didn't know about them. You are not the end of your partner. They have things that they want. The problem, we are not having this conversation in our relationship. Let your partner tell you that you need to go to the gym. There are things that I like that you don't have, but they can be made. What about those cravings? Instead we cheat. Can we tell our partners, you know what? There are things that you can have. I know you can have, but you don't have. Can we work on them? It becomes a milestone. It becomes a target so that we can dilute the cravings that we have that we don't speak about. True intentions. Have you ever realized that You will never know someone until you give them time. And that's why usually I'm against people who have this tendency of meeting someone and all of a sudden they want to introduce them to their parents, they want to get married, and so on. Because at the end of the day, these people, time has not revealed who they are true to them. For example, I had someone who said, sometime go back home, say you are employed, take a leave from your workplace, take a leave of 6 months, for example, or 3 months, depending on how maximum they can give you. Then come tell your partner you have been sacked, you are jobless. Okay? Then after that, look at how they pretend with time, where you have to sell things to manage the house, and then you realize the true intention of the person that you have. I promise. I know promises are made to look like commitments, like vows to commit to, but at the end of the day, as I always repeat, promises are lies. Because how can you believe someone who has not seen tomorrow? Someone who is human like you. Someone is down to error, like weaknesses are part of them. And you hear, from down when we were born, we were told to pinky promise, or we were programmed to lie. And most of the promises that we have made, most of the vows that we have made have not yet come to be. Why? Because we said with the excitement of life. It is the same thing that we are doing in our relationship. Commitments are just lies. They are just words fully furnished to make them look beautiful.